Good Sunday morning, everybody. Good Sunday morning. Welcome to Sunday with Spirit. For those joining for the first time, this is not a political poll, it's a spiritual poll. Every Sunday, a group of us, we get together and jump up and down on this web of creation. So today I wanted to put part 2 of the summer solstice. Yesterday I put up for Australia the winter solstice. And it's the southern hemisphere, but I was thinking of Australia. So this time I'm thinking of the northern hemisphere, and it's Canada and the US and Mexico. And what is the ritual for this summer solstice? It's the longest day of the year. So some of the rituals could be greet the sun as it rises. Some of them could be stay up until the stars come out at night, make it an event versus something that just happens, because it's a long day. The others are just, so as we greet the sun, and I'm thinking going back to the Australian read, where they had the sun card there, where they are greeting longer and longer days. We are greeting shorter and shorter days. So it's like in the other spread, it was a sad embrace. And that's a sad embrace to me. I think of it and I go, oh my gosh, the days are going to start getting shorter. I love these longer days. And then there is a fire ceremony that happens in the northern hemisphere. And there's also a harvest where you get to eat the foods, local foods, really local foods, farmer market food, things that you grew out of your garden. There's a harvest there as well. So in this spread, I'm using Sacred Path. I'm using my Beyond Lemuria, because I will be hopefully near Mount Shasta. And then I've got Sacred Path and Starseed Oracle. So let's just get a sense when you're setting your rituals to thank the sun for being out. And sometimes when it gets to be 115 degrees, it's like, yikes, a little too hot. But we take the good with the bad. All right, let's just see where this goes, and we'll try to make sense of it later. The Two of Cups, partnership, meeting with somebody, finding communion with somebody. In these ceremonies that we go through and we perform, we are finding community and a connection. Is this a connection with Mother Earth? Possibly. Father Sky? Possibly. Second card we get is the Three of Cups, celebration. This feels more like, to me, this feels more like a commitment or an approval of a union. So an approval of what we do. Certainly when we do ceremonies, and we do a fire ceremony where we review the last year, the last 6 months, and say what worked well, what didn't. And then we plan for the future. What do we want to see in the future? It feels like that's what this is, where it's the approval of the ceremony. Moving on, we get the Seven of Cups. So in this card, many times people would say it's the illusion, it's the confusion, it's what do I pick? It's also pick your cups wisely. And there's certain things in these cups that may be coming to fruition, and there are some that that should be left behind. You can't drink out of every cup at the same time. So we pick one to look at, see what is coming forth in this cup for us. A little oracle reading there. So as we move into our fire ceremony, where we stay up to see the night sky, when we do these ceremonies and honor the great ball that is moving through our sphere, we are being reminded that we are starseed elementals. Thank you. Gracious I can't say that word, receiving. Gracious receiving, okay. You guys will try to correct my pronunciation in the chat. So how often do we feel like we are not starseed elementals? And if we could just receive that information graciously, not with a fight, and have it celebrated. This is kind of where I'm going with this. That we are tapping into this new awareness of what our lineage actually is. And we got a double card here. Freedom and harmonic flight. Wow. So the dragonfly is transformation, is changing, is shape-shifting, travels through dimensions in that harmonic flight. Okay, so we have the two cards here, the Enchanted Map and the Starseed Oracle. The Enchanted Map says mountain. This is a grounding card. This is also an exploration card. The thing that I see with this card is the opening, the big mouth that is opening, and it's like, go explore. Go see what that is all about. What's in there? Or sometimes this mountain, you go, wow, it's too hard to climb. Well, you can go around it too. There's all different ways to look at this mountain card. Exploration, circumventing it, and just going right over the top. But it does feel like a grounding energy. Starseed Oracle. I think we need to go into the cave. Disconnect. Go underground for a while. All right. Okay, so there we go. We have that. And moving on, we have the Wizard of Awareness. So when I pull this card, I get another card in my head that says, trust the niggle. So a lot of times we'll be aware of something and we'll go, nah, I don't think I'm going to deal with that. I'm just going to put that and shelve it. It's probably wasn't true anyway. This wizard knows whether it's important or not because he is the Wizard of Awareness. Trust the niggle. Take the leap before it makes sense. All right, so the Star Seed Oracle. Huh. Well, look, they're the same. So this is move with the flow. And again, don't be the victim. I got this on the Australian pole too. They were in the desert. They weren't in the flow because there was no flow. It was a dry desert. Don't be a victim. In all of this shifting and changing, it can seem like we are out of control a little bit, which is why these cards are telling us drop into the groundingness of it. So often we drop into that victimish. Why is it happening to me? Versus what are we doing to create some of this, to enhance it? These cards all above here are saying take off, go, fly, find your partner, whatever that is, so that you can fly together in harmonic flight. It feels like we have the approval of a higher authority. See where the path is taking us with that Seven of Cups. I know it's not the normal Seven of Cups interpretation. Okay, finishing up. Metamorphosis. We're moving. We're changing. And the last card we get, acclimate. Accept where you are. This is so important. Often I will judge myself based on what others are doing, which is totally wrong. They should base themselves on what I'm doing. We just need to be okay with where we are, how we're moving through this world, how we're changing, how we're taking flight. Be gracious in our receptivity. I finally got it. Tapping into that starseed elemental that is just beyond what we think we know. And accept it. And just say, okay, what? I'll just allow it and see what happens. So in this solstice energy that we are experiencing, it feels to me that we are on the path of change, that we are changing. It's asking us to take flight. It's letting us know that what we have chosen is ordained or approved of by the forces beyond, and then pick a path with this Seven of Cups. I mean, look at all the choices and look what they're looking at. How do we make this path? How do we be on that path? Acclimating where we are. They're not looking at these other cups. Pay attention to your intuition, is what I'm hearing. Pay attention to the stars, is what I'm hearing. And ground. And isn't that a dichotomy where when you ground, you go into space? Certainly with water, that is true. All right, thank you all for being here on this Sunday with Spirit, on this summer solstice for the Northern Hemisphere. Appreciate you all. Enjoy the ceremonies that your land offers. I was just thinking of Ireland right now. What What are those ceremonies? What are they doing there, the Celtic way? Should have pulled my Celtic deck out, but shoulda, woulda, coulda. Maybe next year. I'm okay with where we are. Thank you again for watching. Peace and love.